When I say I might have the best reaction of 2025-26 season, and I can't believe this escaped me, but Matisse has done a reaction, and the fact I've got him in 2K as well. 4K, is it? Is it 2K or 4K? I don't know. Smash the likes, though. He's in the best definition, Ultra HD. As you know, Matisse is quality. Yeah, when it comes to content creation, big him up. Personality, I think he is one of the best. Certainly in the Chelsea community, I think he is the best. But smash the likes, subscribe if you're brand new. We're going to be sharing a screen, and you know what? This is going to be lovely. This is the reaction to the Sunderland loss back on Saturday. Here we are. Love that. What a face. Yeah? What a face. Look at that face. Oh, you know what? I haven't listened to any of this, by the way. So if anyone is thinking that this is not authentic, trust me, I haven't even listened to a second of it. It got recommended. Let's get to it.
How's my...
You know what? I've got to make sure the volume's up. There we go.
How's my precious little fraudulent football club doing today? Huh? You good? Yeah? How are you doing? You all right, fraudulent little football club? Huh? Yeah? You're
Wait, I didn't know. I thought you was talking about Chelsea, not Liverpool. What are we doing?
all right, just letting everyone down once again, yeah? Yeah? Oh, consistency, predictability, no. Just, why not just spice things up once again with a little loss, huh?
That's Liverpool. What's he on about? He ain't talking about Chelsea. Come on. What are you doing, Matisse? Come on, man. You got to be doing better there.
At home to Sunderland, just send them second, why don't you? First away win of the season, why don't they? Yeah, just send them second, give them limbs at the Stamford Bridge, no problem. That's what little fraudulent football clubs do. They just do silly things just for no reason, whenever they want, completely unexpectedly. I can't tell you, honestly, how disrespected I feel on this great Saturday afternoon. I've got so much to say. And so much pain in my heart, in my heart right now, in my chest. I can feel it.
Ooh.
You know? I can actually genuinely feel the pain. Because you guys today, of all days, I was a happy man when I woke up this morning.
Really?
I said, in the international break, I'm going to I booked myself a trip to Mexico. I thought, wow, this is going to be incredible. It's like
Mexico,
the first big holiday that I'm booking. I've got the dates wrong. I've genuinely got the dates wrong. I should have booked it from tomorrow. That's what I've just realized. I've made that mistake. That's shame on me.
Yes.
And you know what? Shame on you. Shame on you. Shame on you for pump faking.
Why is he doing his best Grizz impressions? You know, stuttering. What are we doing? You couldn't even. What are we doing here? Come on, man. Shame on me. What do you mean, me, Matisse? How dare you? How dare you?
You've pump faked. You've fraudulently pump faked that you were capable of consistency. People are asking me, are we going back to war? Should we get the war hats back out? They're in there. They're literally in there. We're not going anywhere. We're being invaded. That's what I've just confirmed. That's what I'm here to announce. We are being invaded. We're not going anywhere. We're going home. And we're not even comfortable in our own home. We're not even comfortable in our own ends. We got robbed. Not because we played well enough to get a result, not because the result is unfair. They just literally dusted us down, emptied our pockets, and took our wallet. And they found 2 billion in there. They found billions of pounds in that wallet. So they're rich right now, Sunderland.
Facts.
Second in the league.
Facts.
3 points above us. That's crazy. That's absolutely astonishing. And we're nearly 10 games in. So it almost counts for something. We're almost at that magical 10 game. And if you see how close and how claustrophobic that table is, boy, it can get dark at the end of this game week. We could find ourselves in the middle of the league. I'm so over all of this bollocks of inconsistent gaslighting. 1 minute we're looking like this, then we're looking like that. We're shapeshifters. We're literally shapeshifters. We are chameleons. 1 minute we're blue, next minute it's red.
Hey.
Then it's red and black.
Oh.
Then it's just black. Then it's just darkness. Then for some reason I just can't see. Now I'm staring into the abyss. Let's get into the game, because I could cry all day long. But at the end of the day, I've got to explain to you why I'm upset. Why I'm feeling in this type of manner. When that 11 went out, I said there's two things that I don't like. Hato not starting next to Acheampong, even though he's a teenager, even though he's inexperienced in this league, even though it's potentially not the fairest pairing to have from an emotionally intelligent or composure leadership standpoint, because there is only youth in that lineup, in that pairing. I said we don't care, because Trevor Chalobah has just been that poor this season, has made just that many mistakes, has just been that error-prone, that unreliable, that I'm willing to sacrifice any age or experience that he's bringing for, hopefully, competence.
He's just done another Grizz. He's just done another Grizz. You know, there's something going around on that Big Six thing. It's a Big Six flu.
Technically, competent technical levels. It's a lot. And his performance back there next to Josh Acheampong, who was fantastic once again, showed me why I thought those things. The other thing I thought was, why don't we play Esteval? How about big brain idea? Hey ho, big brain cells bashing together in my head top. How about we play Esteval from the start? Because Neto and Garnacho are the same thing cut from a different cloth. One's Portuguese, one's Argentine, but they're very similar in running style, very similar in what their strengths and weaknesses are, and they cross differently. We had a little game that we played at halftime called
What the hell is that?
The PS5 pad. And what button are we spamming too much in this match? And we worked out that Garnacho spams this little square button and Neto spams this little square button, but they spam it differently. One likes to spam it aerially, one likes to spam it on the ground with the cutbacks, but they both like to spam the button. They don't really know how to use the analog stick and press other buttons. This is combinations now. This is like cheat codes. Skill moves? No chance. They don't have that. But they do like to press the acceleration button and they do like to spam. We had two people doing the same thing on both flanks against this back five. Now, fair play to Sunderland. Massive credit, because you came to Stamford Bridge in that first half and you played. You pressed, you committed bodies forward, and you got high up the pitch. And I thought, wow, this is maybe a good thing because we don't do well against low blocks. I anticipated that we play with a back, they'd play with a back 5-4-1, and we're going to have to go up against a low block.
Beating Sunderland is just not for everyone, is it? Just saying. Glad I got my 3 points.
For the entirety of the game. That didn't take place. Our goal comes from a transition. Our goal comes from what it would look like against a Liverpool or a Bayern Munich. A transition, a breakaway through the middle of the pitch, acres of space, acres of opportunity, slid through to Garnacho, left foot, little, not even a jinky-majinky, that would be disrespectful to PK, but it's a 1v1, onto the left and through the legs. Absolutely tremendous, emphatic, fantastic, bombastic start. I am so happy. I could be so happy. So happy. Unfortunately, for Garnacho, it ended right there for him in terms of this game. This is what I imagine Tobes to be complaining Brennan Johnson is. A goal and nothing else. General play, stinks. Creativity, open play, stinks. Predictability, completely, very much so, emphatically, just so damn average, so damn mid. So you can get that goal and the sofa score rating flies through the roof, and in 10 games time, when everybody's forgotten about the overall general performance, then they'll turn back to that green little number because they didn't watch, and they'll say, well, he had a good game there against Sunderland.
Facts. Oh my, bro, if that isn't certain players that play for certain clubs, I don't know what is. This is my biggest issue with Garnacho, and I'm so glad it's you guys' problem now. Love for that. That's what you get for sending us Mason Mount.
But I'm here to tell you he did not. Just because you scored, and then the next 80 minutes, you did pretty much nothing until you were subbed. So whenever you came off, yeah, not good enough. Neto, again, not good enough on that side. But you know what was mad? Once Sunderland had stopped doing all of the pressing and all of the intense running and committing, and obviously their goal comes from a long throw. We could talk about that. We could talk about how this is not proper Chelsea in the slightest. This is weak. We have centre-backs back there. They are all similar in terms of their posture, in terms of their stature, in terms of their way of they're gentlemen. They're gentlemen. They're all gentlemen. I can see them all suited and booted, very polite, well-mannered individuals. Well-mannered men, the lot of them. Where is the bastard? Where is the shithouse? Where is the man that you wouldn't trust to even run your bath? Because he may even just flood it on purpose just to send the whole house into disarray. Where is the daredevil? Where is the Rudiger? Where is the shit? Where is that guy that toes the line? Mean-spirited individual. He's the dark arts. It doesn't exist. We've got very lovely people back there. Very lovely people. They would be fantastic receptionists at a hotel. They would greet you, take your coat, hang it up, polite, take you this way, that way, book you in. It would be a wonderful experience. Hospitality is where a lot of our centre-backs belong. Apart from Josh, who's just a damn good footballer, the rest of our centre-backs, whether it's Tosin, when he comes on, we'll get onto that. He had a lovely little bozo moment in midweek that we can just cherish and tick off the list. Trevor Chalobah, absolutely awful today. Reece James, shockingly, up until the deliveries for the most part and some of the passing, not at his level. But we know what we can get from Reece and Cucurella. So, we're talking about the centre-backs. Just the hospitality that they provided for Sunderland was just fantastic. Tosin and Chalobah, the hospitality, the polite, just well-mannered men that they are, just the way that they just opened up for Sunderland and it was unbelievable. Yeah? So that's why Hato needs to play now, and I've had enough. Learn from your damn mistakes, right? Josh was so much better. He's carrying the ball. He's dribbling. He is at least trying to advance the ball from the left-hand side, even though we know he's better on the right, because Chalobah, as we know, can't do it. But even then, when your only focus is to defend, you still put in a poor performance. Enzo Fernandez, I just didn't feel like I saw enough of him. Caicedo, no problem, we move on, as per usual. João Pedro, did not see enough of him. I know it's not easy. We've conceded from the long throw. I've already explained that we've got gentlemen in the back line, right? Lovely individuals, lovely fellows. So we move on to the rest of the game where, okay, it's 1-1. How about we inflict some inflict some insult in terms of, some sort of attacking impetus, something. We couldn't do injuries anyway. We're gentlemen, like I said. No, we're not capable.
Is it true that João Pedro hasn't had a shot on target or a shot or something for like 8 weeks or like 2 months, something like that? Someone clarify that for me, because someone said that in the chat in one of the live shows, and I was very interested to hear that. So, or did someone was it on Saturday? I don't know. Let me know.
We're not capable of opening up Sunderland for 70-ish minutes. This goalkeeper today, like I said on the watch along, could have been anyone. Could have been anyone. We don't know his name. I don't know who is the Sunderland goalkeeper after today. I don't know his name. I don't know if he's even registered for the Premier League. I don't know if he's good or he's bad, or he didn't have to extend his elbows once. Every single shot that I can think of that must have been on target was straight at him, and it was a poor, tame shot on goal. A shot sometimes that should not even be shot. Sometimes don't shoot your shot. Sometimes when the opportunity doesn't arise, and it's quite clear that it isn't a shooting opportunity, don't shoot, because you're going to get rejected. That's what happened with the shots that we had on target. They were just collected, claimed, and then distributed. Keep it moving, keep it stepping. It's not going into my net. You didn't score. I cannot believe the lack of opportunities we created for Guy, who is our striker, who is not the next coming of Harry Kane, not the next coming of Cristiano Ronaldo. So he's going to need a multitude of opportunities.
Wait, but didn't Don tell us that he's amazing and that he's going to be something, and because he's coming from Barcelona's academy, and don't shoot the messenger. Let's skip this for a little bit, man.
You're capped. Your wingers are capped. The only winger that isn't capped is Esteval. And Gittins, 1v1. But again, we have to be mindful of the fact that he's 20. So I didn't like 2 of the decisions that are in the starting 11. And I didn't like the lack of quality in our attacking play. Because we can have 16 shots and we can have whatever the hell we want. But at the end of the day, our XG is lower than theirs. And their goalkeeper made F-full saves. Proper saves. So that's just...
Who cares about XG, man? Who cares? Such a bullshit stat.
The facts. We did not get into their penalty area often enough with enough quality behind it. We may have been in areas, we may have been in zones, but when we get into said areas and zones, what do you need? Special footballers to do special things. And our players are special, but not in a good way. They're just special. The way they play is sometimes very special. It's very special decision-making. It's very special decision-making sometimes. So, I don't know, man. I'm lost for words with the fact that then we concede the late winner. Oh, I thought this was petering out into a point. I thought this was petering out into a draw. Oh, no. Oh, no. All the substitutions. Oh. George coming on. We're relying on George to win us a game as a striker. João Pedro moves up there, doesn't do anything. Guy doesn't really get any service, so he does nothing. On comes George. Shock horror George. Tyreek George, who was going to be sold to Fulham, isn't going to spearhead Chelsea in a must-win every match basis. Shock horror. It's almost like we need more quality. Oh, my God. Wow, big brain. And then, he subs off Josh Maresca. You sub off our fastest, quickest, most informed centre-back. When we're going into their half, we're meant to be battering down the door for the winner, which we're not, but we're getting in their half and we're getting closer to their goal and we're pushing people forward. Oh, I know. Let me sub off the fastest, quickest, most informed centre-back who's having a great performance, and let me bring on the guy that, airily from a set piece might help us, but he's a very, very slow and very poor on the 1v1 dribbles and the counters and the dealing with scenarios and situations when...
So basically, he's just call it, he's rubbish. He's rubbish.
He's outnumbered. Oh, wow. What happens? What do you think happened?
Oh.
This is Dora the Explorer. I'm not going to...
He's got another camera angle. That is crazy. Okay. Sorry. Oh, Matisse, sorry.
Answer. What comes next, Dora? We're in their half. We're attacking them.
Swiping, no swiping.
We are trying to create scenarios and situations for Esteval and Reece James in midfield to create big opportunities for Cucurella and whoever's up front, and maybe Enzo if he's not off, and we have a lot of space in behind us, and we take off Josh Achampong, we bring on Tosin. What do you think comes next, Dora? What do you think comes next when Chalobah and Tosin are the two most error-prone defenders in the entire squad this season, and they are left as a duo to defend in a high line in a scenario where we're chasing a win? What do you think comes next, Dora?
In the comments, if you got this far, let me know. Give me 3 options. A, they successfully tackle the ball and clear it. B, they run into each other. Or 3, they farm aura like Virgil van Dijk and it goes totally left. Or 4, D, swipe or no swiping. Let us know, Matisse. And let us know in the comments.
You don't have to say it in Spanish. You can say it in English. Go on. What do you think comes next? Bellissimo. I don't even know if that was correct. I don't even know if that's Spanish. We concede. One counter-attack. Because Sunderland have already shown on the ball that they're capable of causing some chaos. Although, I wasn't wowed by Sunderland today. They just committed. Like any team who doesn't respect us should. And they did. And they came with the back 5 and we struggle with the back 5. They get their counter-attack. Chalobah, who's had quite a few little sleepy moments today where he's not tracking or running after people, and Josh is having to bail him out with last-ditch tackles, last-ditch, sliding and whatnot. And Cucurella's had a few last ditches as well. What do we think comes next, Dora? You correct. You were correct. Let me tell. Yeah. So we concede. We concede to Sunderland in the last minute. And they pass it into our net whilst Tosin is backtracking, not knowing where to go. He plays the pass. He's unmarked. 2-1 to Sunderland. They go second in the league. And we will most certainly drop down the league after the game week. And we lost at home to Sunderland. And as much as I'm not happy with the in-game management, with certain substitutions, I think George had to come on because João Pedro was that stinky. You was that isolated and uninvolved. I didn't like that you didn't select Esteval. I didn't like that you didn't select Hato. I don't like that you're not learning from Chalobah's mistakes. I don't like that you've played a high line chasing the game and you bring on the slowest defender who can't deal with scenarios and situations. I don't like that you keep starting Garnacho, even though he scored, he was poor. I don't like a lot. However, There's a lot of injuries, and there wasn't a lot of other decisions that he could have made with the starting 11. But this is a quality thing as well. It's a quality thing.
Facts.
We don't have a big enough differential in terms of the quality that we can put out right now on the football pitch. We have it in certain positions. James, Caicedo.
Yeah, I kind of clocked that my mic was off. That's that. Crazy. I mean, let's get straight into it. Just smash the likes. Subscribe if you're brand new in it. Forget about the rest of it. He's done enough damage. Love.